last chance. No beating around the bush.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Blake Production.
Yo, what's poppin'? We're looking at Iren or Iris Energy Limited, okay? Very interesting name here. This is a beautiful looking technical play in the crypto sector when it comes to stocks, crypto related stocks. So what we're looking at is an inverse head and shoulders for those who don't know, right? We have a major supply zone up here. What I love about this stock is, for me, it was so easy to identify that in this range, right before a bunch of this ETF approval, right a few months before there's the Bitcoin halving, and then there's a bunch of bullish catalysts coming in the space. You see it base like this, and it was just so obvious to me. So I got in that position at 319 average, and I'm planning to hold this puppy for a while for a long swing trade. We're gonna use this as like you could think of it as a positional trade, swing trade, whatever you want to call it. Very similar. But I think it's evident that, like, you see this big volume coming in, you see these massive bullish candles. If you look at a daily time frame, this thing's getting bought up. Now there will be ups and downs in the stock's name, but what we need to pay attention to is these major zones, right? Again, we mentioned this demand zone. It was clear we had so much price action in that range. It's clear that when we hold this zone, we have a structured pattern falling into that range. It's pretty clear to me that that's a demand zone, and it's pretty clear to me that up here is a supply zone. So what we need to pay attention to is, in the coming weeks, how do we handle that supply zone? Are we going to come right up and shoot right back down? Because if that's the case, that's not what we want to see, to be honest. We want to see some price action that's going to hold up towards the supply zone and giving us some sort of time, a few weeks in this zone, and then we blast off, right? That's what we want to see. The potential on this play it's pretty massive, considering it's a pretty newer stock, considering the Bitcoin and crypto space, the mining specifically to Bitcoin and the crypto space, the importance of miners. Like, these names aren't, like, the way I think of it, to be honest with you, like, maybe 15 years from now, like, the new fangs, the new, like, blue chip stocks are going to be these miners. And that's what I've been thinking about over the past few weeks as I'm continuing to study Bitcoin and continuing to educate myself in this space. That might be the case here. The role that the miners play in supporting the safety of Bitcoin, and just in general what they do for the space. Again, I'm still educating myself on it, and I don't want to, there's people who could talk about it way better than I could in a way more intelligent way. I'm just trying to highlight the significance of miners in this space. It'd be a shame to sleep on these names. Again, with this potential bull market on the way, we're already a little toddler, call it. If the bull market is already happening, it's just a little baby. Think about what it's going to look like as a teenager or as an adult. That's what we got to think of. That's how we got to think of this shit. So that's our battle. This next supply zone at around $6.80 to $8, call it. That zone, if we could stay and battle that zone and build up a solid higher low in that range from a technical perspective, that's going to be an area we want to add shares, so that when we get this boost up higher, we can capitalize even more. So I'm very excited for this space, as you guys can tell. I'm going to do a breakdown on a bunch of other names. So if you enjoyed this, hit a like, share it, and look forward to next week's video when I post about Iren. Peace, guys.